So you're thinking of moving to Maryland. It's a small state, but definitely still hard to know exactly where to live. Are you someone who's going to be needing to commute into Baltimore? Maybe you're someone who's going to be needing to commute into DC, or maybe you're going to be working somewhere like Fort Meade in the central part of Maryland. So depending on what your needs may be, there's going to be several different areas to consider. So today in this video, we're going to break down almost all of Maryland so you can get a better idea of exactly which area may be the best fit for you and your family. And we're getting started right now. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Living in Maryland channel where we talk about all things living here in the great state of Maryland. So if that's the kind of information you are looking for, you are definitely in the right spot. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you are made aware of the new videos that we do here on the channel each and every week. And if you are someone who's considering moving here to the state of Maryland, if you're wondering whether purchasing a home may be the right decision for you and your family, we absolutely love answering any questions or helping out in any way that we possibly can. However you feel comfortable reaching out, whether that's by phone, text message, or email, please feel free to do so. Days, nights, and weekends, we've got your back when moving here to the great state of Maryland. All right, everyone, so let's jump into the maps here. And first I wanted to start off by going over some of the highways and the beltways that you're going to be dealing with here. So first off is going to be 695. This is Baltimore's Beltway. So this is going to circle Baltimore City here. Now, when I talk in other videos, Central Maryland not having too bad of traffic, this is the area that I'm referring to here. So this is the area in between Baltimore and DC. You've got 95 running north-south. You've got 295 running north-south here, 32, 100, and 29 running north-south. So you're going to have 95 and 295. They're going to have some decent activity a lot throughout the day because it's running, straight from Baltimore to DC and vice versa. But a lot of these other highways, it's not too bad. They move very, very well, as well as 97 running north-south here. So back up to 695, this is Baltimore's Beltway. Depending on how you're using it and where you're going to and coming from. So if you're down here in the south west part of the county and you're needing to get up here to the northern part, you want to avoid using toll roads, you're going to have to go all the way up and around here. Okay. Now there's two toll roads here on the Beltway. You've got Harbor Tunnel, which is 895, and you've got Fort McHenry Tunnel, which is 95. So you definitely want to have your Easy Pass. This is going to help you kind of cut that drive and that commute time down here, so you can just kind of take these right here and get to whatever part of the county you want to go to, so you don't necessarily have to go all the way up and around. So this has been a huge game changer there. Now there's not too many toll roads here in Maryland. You've got 200. The Easy Pass is going to help you use all of these throughout Maryland. 200 is going to run from Route 1 over here all the way over to 270, which is going to be the Gaithersburg, Germantown, Rockville part of Montgomery County. Okay, and then you've got 50 here, which is going to be the Bay Bridge. This is going to get you over to the Eastern Shore, get you over to the beaches, wherever you're going over there on the Eastern Shore part of Maryland. And then you've got 495. 495 is going to be DC's Beltway. This is circling DC, and the traffic is rough down there, so that's something you want to be prepared for. It's going to be almost as bad as I've seen, and this is coming from someone who grew up in Southern California. So all bets are off when it comes to the beltways. You're going to have a lot of traffic down there, but inside here, Central Maryland is going to be very, very doable. And then first we can start off with Greater Baltimore here. So as you can see, here is going to be the city, and then you've got a lot of county part that's just massive. It always surprises me at how huge Baltimore County is. So you've got down here to the southwest, you've got areas called Halethorpe, Arbutus. You've got Catonsville here, and this is Patapsco Valley State Park here. Now this is going to separate Baltimore County from Howard County. We can jump over real quick into the layers, and you can see just how wooded this area is here. So there's tons and tons of trails and hiking opportunities. There's a river back here. And this state park goes all the way over here into Carroll County as well. So if you like to get outdoors, if you like to hike, if you like to go explore, this is definitely an area that you want to check out. But back to Baltimore County here. Catonsville, this is all inside and outside here is Baltimore County. And then you've got Baltimore County stretching all the way up here to the PA state line. So you've got at Owings Mills, Reisterstown here, it kind of shoots up north, and then all across here is Baltimore County. This becomes Hartford County over here at Bel Air, Fallston area. But so if you are looking for space, if you're looking for acreage, some country living, Baltimore County's got a ton of it up here. If you're looking for more residential, then you've got a lot of that opportunity here outside of the Beltway, as well as inside, but it's going to be a little more urban and city feeling once you get inside, but outside it's going to be very suburban feeling here in the Owings Mills area. You've got Pikesville in here, you've got Lutherville, Timonium, Cockeysville. Once you get north of Cockeysville, it's going to start getting really rural pretty quick up here. Towson is pretty popular. You've got a college here in the area, so this is going to have a very urban feeling here in the Towson area, and then Parkville, White Marsh, all of this is going to be very suburban in here. So Baltimore County's got a ton, and depending on what you're looking for, depending on where you're working and what your commute's looking like, that's definitely an area to check out. Next, moving a little west, is going to be Howard County. So Howard County is going to be one of the smaller counties. It's about 330,000 people, pretty small space-wise too. So you've kind of got out here into western Howard County. This part here is going to be pretty rural, and then you've got Columbia, Ellicott City, which is going to be where most of the larger populations are. You've got about close to 100,000 people in Columbia, about 80,000 people in Ellicott City. So that's going to be the bulk of it. And then you got down here in northern Laurel and Hanover and Elk Ridge, and then here running across the state park. So Howard County is very well known for its schools. So if you're looking to target schools, if that's something you're looking for, it's definitely something to check out and do more research on. So Howard County is going to be right in this area. And then moving east, you're going to have Anne Arundel County. Anne Arundel County is going to be where BWI is. So the airport, just really wanted to touch on this real quick on how central this is for a lot of this part of Maryland. So from my house in Ellicott City, I can get to BWI here in about 20 minutes. So it's super accessible if you are someone who needs to be traveling and have access to that. That's something to kind of keep in mind. We do hear some planes here in Ellicott City, Columbia area, but you're going to hear a lot more of it in kind of Severn here, parts of Glen Burnie. You've got Linthicum here. So if that's something that bothers you or that's a concern, just kind of be careful in these areas. Parts of Elk Ridge, you're going to kind of hear that as well. But once you get over into Columbia, and Laurel, it's not too bad. It's not going to be much at all. So that's something to keep in mind. And then Anne Arundel County here is going to be stretching here from Hanover is split between Howard County and Anne Arundel County. So you're going to shoot down here into part of Laurel. This is your Fort Meade area. So I know a lot of folks that we talk to are coming here to Fort Meade, whether they're in the military, government contracting, whatever that looks like. And Anne Arundel County is going to shoot down this way around Crofton, and then down in here. And then, of course, you've got the state capital here in Annapolis. So if you're looking for water living, if you're looking for something like that, then you've got areas of Glen Burnie, Pasadena, Severna Park, Arnold. All these areas here is going to be, where your boaters are, where all that opportunity is going to be. So Anne Arundel County is pretty big, especially when you compare it to Howard County. It's got a lot more space, so that's something to keep in mind when it comes to that. And then let's go back here for all my Fort Meade people who may be coming here to the area. So this is going to be where the base is here. If you want to be, I don't know, I'm just kind of guessing here. If you want to be within 20 to 25 minutes, some areas to check out. You've got Severn's pretty big here, just to the north of Fort Meade. Fort Meade's entrance is going to be right off of 175 here. So you've got a lot of Severn that you can look into. Odenton is going to be just to the southeast. A lot of cool neighborhoods here. very family friendly, so this is an area to check out. Gambrels as well is not too far, so these are going to be within 15 minutes or so, all three of these areas. And then you've got Laurel, parts of Laurel here. Laurel's massive, it's in 3 different counties, so you want to do your research there, or let me know if you have any questions on any of these areas. But parts of Laurel are going to be very accessible to Fort Meade as well. And then you've got a decent amount of people going out to Glen Burnie. There's a couple different newer neighborhoods that I've been seeing a lot of military go to. So if you're looking to be around other Fort Meade people, other active duty people, let me know and I can kind of give you some thoughts on where a lot of people are headed. But this is an area that people are heading to as well. And then if you're looking for a little bit more of a drive, there's some nice parts of Crofton as well. Bowie is big, has a lot of single family homes. So there's a lot of different areas, cool areas that are nearby Fort Meade if you are coming to that area specifically. And then next we've got PG County, or Prince George's County. So if you are looking for an accessible area to DC, to Annapolis, this is an area to check out. It's very big. It kind of starts here in the southern part of Laurel. It comes down here to College Park, which is where the University of Maryland is, and kind of starts here, straddles DC, and comes all the way down in here. So if you're looking to be in the DC area, this is definitely an area you want to check out because it's going to be very, very accessible. And the northern parts are going to be pretty accessible to Central Maryland as well. So depending on where you want to be, PG County is something to check out. And then as we move west, you've got Montgomery County. So if you if you want to be in the most expensive part of Maryland, Montgomery County is something that that you want to check out. But again, it's going to be very, very friendly for your DC commuters. So if DC is where you're coming, this is definitely something that's going to have to be on your list of areas to check out. You've got Silver Spring, which is a very popular area, Chevy Chase and Kensington here, and then you've got Bethesda. This is kind of really where real estate starts shooting way up. It's going to be in your Bethesda area here. Potomac, they've got a housewife show. I only know that because of my wife watching it. So that's something to keep in mind there. And then you've got 270 here. I mentioned earlier the 200 toll that brings you over here to 200. This is where you're going to see Rockville, Gaithersburg, Germantown. These are going to be some of the more affordable areas within Montgomery County. So depending on what your price point would be, that's something to check out. Olney is a very popular area as well. It's very well known for its schools, but it is going to have a little more of a commute into the DC area here. So you can kind of see what that looks like. It's probably going to be pushing an hour on most days, given that you're going to be dealing with some traffic there as well. So those are some parts of Montgomery County to check out. The only rural part of Montgomery County is going to be kind of in this area here, a little north of Olney. Everything else within Montgomery County is very, very well developed. Everything in here, I think you'll find. So, and then back to 270 here. Once we get to Germantown, and you start heading north on 270. 270 is going to take you right into Frederick. Frederick's going to be one of the less developed areas in general. You've got, downtown Frederick in here, which has been pretty well built up. But if you're looking for new construction, if you're looking for some newer homes and a little more affordability, Frederick is going to be an area that you want to check out. You are going to see a lot of expansion out there. 15 years ago, it was just all farmland, but this is going to be one of the newer areas that's still accessible to DC because you've got that 270 corridor here that's going to take you right down into the Beltway. So depending if you have some tolerance for a commute into DC, or maybe you're working on the outskirts of DC and parts of Maryland, Frederick might be an area that you want to check out that's going to give you a little bit more options as far as affordability when it comes to housing. All right, everyone, that wraps up today's video, and thank you so much for watching. If you ever have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and we'll see you at the next video.